Yo, there's something I want to get off my chest that I gotta address. I seen a lot of people saying, "Oh, 6ix9ine went from English to Spanish." This is one. I owe my label a Spanish album that they paid me $3 million for in 2020. That's one. I don't really care about that. So let's talk about two. You know how many Spanish niggas is born and raised in Brooklyn, Manhattan, the Bronx, Queens, Staten Island, the whole New York City. What y'all trying to say? Spanish niggas can't eat? So when you Spanish, you can only make reggaeton, you can only make Spanish music? It's our culture too, nigga. Fuck is you talking about?
Yeah. I just want the paper. I just want the paper. I just want the paper. Yeah. I just want the paper. I just want the paper. I just want the paper. It's still a feeling that you love to hate. Don't hesitate to put in work just to get this pay. And all this talk about food, I guess I need a plate. But once the trap house boom, I guess I flip a state to get this rate. Money violent like a missing rape. Half a brick a day, my firework like Independence Day. Spark a split for hate. Niggas learn from that chink shit. Now my shooters move around, we moving brinks with. I'm from the school of the hard knocks, from a hard block. I need a beat with a hard knock, flipping hard rock. Need a coupe with a hard top or a hard drop. Pull it out, they be all shocked, watch they jaws drop. My niggas crazy, but we optimistic. Cause I remember days I didn't have a pot to piss in. Somebody tell these pussy niggas I'm the best that did it. Your boy Dag, fire plane, that's the best description. Motherfuckers, yeah. I just want the paper. I just.
All right, so first and foremost, y'all gotta pardon my yur, know what I'm saying? But let me get a yur one time for the town champ. And let me get another yur one time for the republic at which I stand. You already know who it is. It is I, the toughest of all things, tough Stino. Please make sure y'all hit that like button and subscribe. Y'all may have to listen to me a little bit closer today because my voice is crazy. I ain't gonna hold you. But definitely hit that like button, subscribe. If you're not subscribed and you're not hitting that like button, I'm gonna take it that you just don't like me, champ, and that's cool. But I'm gonna introduce you to Kels one time for your mind. Kels, what's Kels?
Is this camera on me?
Yes, it's on.
That's stupid. Use your common sense.
Go ahead and use your common sense one time for me. Hit that like button, subscribe. Salute to all the Republicans that's in the building already. Daryl Ford, salute. Mark the Shark, salute. Poncho, salute. Ray Ban, salute. Daryl, you already know the vibes, champ. You know I got the sauce, right? You know I got the sauce. I got a whole bunch of shit that I just been sitting on. I'ma play. But salute to y'all for checking in and fucking with the music, man. So we got a bunch to talk about today. We're going to talk about 6ix9ine for sure, because I got a little history lesson to teach niggas, right? Niggas keep talking this Latino help bill, and like, that's cool. No disrespect to the Latinos, but we're going to get into a little bit of something. But first, your boy Unfoonk, as y'all may have seen in the thumbnail, champ, your boy Unfoonk has been locked up once again. I'm not gonna hold you. Once again, the nigga has been locked up. Now, if y'all don't know who this is Young Thug's brother that had took the Alfred plea deal and got out of jail, champ, right? So he was facing like, I believe he was facing like 10 or 8 or something like that. And he took that good old deal and he got out of jail, champ, right? So now this is what it says. Unfoonk, aka Young Thug's older brother, has just been arrested for violating the terms of his plea agreement in the YSL RICO case. He allegedly was caught possession of a gun. I'm not going to hold you. This is from DJ Academic's page. I did try to find some more of it, but it is very fresh. And there's not too many people that's really talking about it as of yet. But it does look like this young brother has been locked up once again. Champ, I'm not going to hold you. Once again, the nigga has been locked up. Now, I mean, if you get out of jail early, I would take it that you would sort of be easy, correct? You would think that one would be easy. Once he gets out of jail, he's on probation or parole. The trial is going on right now, as y'all see every day. You would take it that a nigga would sort of be easy. Or perhaps just stay inside, champ, right? Because you know you gotta carry the toast out here. Niggas think you snitched. Everybody in the hood feels like you snitched. So of course you're gonna be rolling around with a gun, and of course you're going to be getting pulled over and locked up, champ. Right? So now it looks like the nigga has to do his time. There's no more, you're gonna be out. There's no more telling that you could do, champ, as far as I'm concerned. Now you gotta sit there and now you gotta wait until everything is said and done because you, sir, are a dumbass. I'm not gonna hold you. You, sir, are a dumb ass person. I'm not gonna hold you. Get out early, snitched on the Rico, and went right directly, not right back in. Nigga went directly back in. I'm not gonna hold you. Directly. Do not, you remember what they say in Monopoly, right? Do not pass go. Do not collect $200 when you pick that jail card. I'm not gonna hold you. When you pluck that, go straight to jail. It says go straight to jail. Do not pass go. And also do not collect $200, champ. No matter where you at on the board. Ah, man, son, this shit is just crazy to see, dog. I'm not gonna hold you. Sometimes they say it's easier to fight your case on the inside. Sometimes they say it's easier to fight your case on the outside. If you're not a nigga that can stay inside, like just inside your crib, Uber Eats, send niggas to go get you stuff. Now I'm saying, like, whatever the case may be, it may be very difficult for you to be fighting that case from outside. It may be very difficult for you to take the probation instead of actually fighting your case. Now, with me, it was difficult for me when I took my probation because I smoked weed, champ, right? So I was getting caught up on like drug tests. I was getting caught up on the drug test, and them niggas would like send me to like a outpatient program. I would have to go in there and like talk to the fiends and all that. I'd be like, damn, bro, I just smoked a blunt. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, talk to the fiends and like real hardcore fiends is in there. You feel me? Like, but that was me, right? And I end up stop smoking weed because I didn't want to go back into jail. So I end up stop smoking. It's niggas out there that they're not gonna stop, man. They're not gonna stop, whether it's riding around dirty, whether it's smoking, they just not going to stop. And it looks like this is one of them, which I don't know if it's gonna, this may help Young Thug's case because this is only gonna prove that this man is not trustworthy, right? It's gonna say he's not trustworthy. His testimony was just so he can get out of jail. And look what he did. Right? Look at what he did. He got out of jail, and then he whatchamacallit? Michael Childress says, I didn't get no notification, champ. What's up with that? Bro, YouTube has it out for me. I'm not gonna hold you. It's getting better though. They starting to suggest a lot more of my videos and the algorithm, but I don't know, man. Like, I don't really know how to fix that. Hit that notification bell, turn it off, and then hit it again and turn it on, champ. And you should be good. Rich Red says, niggas take shit for granted. Niggas can't just sit down. The lifestyle is addictive once you get back on the streets. I mean, listen, I'm not going to hold you. When I got locked up in my cell, it was two things. It was two things that was written on the cell walls, the first cells that they had us in, or that they had me in, right? So one thing that was on the wall was the less said is the best said, right? And that was something that I learned to live by as well, right? The second thing that was on the wall, it said, don't come back here. And I swore to everything I love. I even prayed, bro. Like I even prayed to get out. Like yo, I swear I'd never do this shit again. Like I'd never touch another crack rock. I never do none of that ever again. But when I got out, that was a different story. Instead of crack rocks, it was more harder stuff that I had started dabbling into. Lord bless it, I didn't get caught for those things, but I did go back to the streets. I'm not gonna hold you. This statute of limitations is way done, but I'm just saying I went right back to the streets. Right? Sometimes niggas don't get the lesson until they get hit again. Right? And it just so happened with me, the lesson came from one of my homies that I was with all the time. He sold a bad batch or whatever the case, but somebody passed away. He got locked up for the sale. So that shit was a little bit too close for home for me. You know what I'm saying? It was a little bit too close to home. As a matter of fact, I keep it 100 with y'all. If y'all watch my music video that I dropped, The Game, the nigga that's on the hook, he's the one that caught the charge. And we was together all, like we was really like together like all the time. If y'all understand what that means, right? So that was a little bit too close to home for me. I just totally just stopped hustling everything. Like, all right, chill. Like, here's it, chill. I was in a program too. What program was that, champ? Oh, you talk about the outpatient program. Yeah, I was in Samaritan Village. I was in an outpatient called Samaritan Village. That shit is on it's on Jamaica Ave and like the Van Wyck in Queens. I had to go there every morning at like 8 o'clock. I had to get up and go there every morning at 8 o'clock and go do this is my 12th day clean and all out, lying like hell, bro, through that whole shit. I'm not gonna hold you. You wanna know what's crazy? Like before we move on, right? Before we get to 6ix9ine, you wanna know what's crazy? So, and before I get to your comment, Mark, you wanna know what's crazy? While I was going to the outpatient program, I was still heavily into my music because, as I told Cappuccino, if y'all watched that interview, when I got locked up upstate in Albany, when I got out, I went straight into music heavy. Like I'm gonna get a picture of my tour bus, but I had a tour bus with niggas' faces on it, and I'm saying like niggas was riding around, like niggas was really doing it. You feel me? So what ended up happening was like a month or two into the outpatient program, one of the counselors, she was bad too. Like she was bad. I forgot shorty name, but she was the one that usually like handles my case and like drug testing me and shit like that. I think her name was Tiana. Bro, she pulled up to one of my shows. She didn't know that it was my show, but she said she was walking down. I think we was in like Alphabet City. And said she was walking down the block and she saw the tour bus with my face on it. And she came into the spot fucking saucy, turned up like on me, my nigga. I'm like, oh shit, like, yo, this the counselor. Shorty was like 30 though. Like she wasn't an old joint. And I'm saying like I was probably like 24, something like that, like 23, some shit like that. Word. But after that, bro, I was blowing it down with shorty and all. Mark the Shark says that's a shame, and it ain't the same time. And it ain't at the same time. It's just a sad fact. We all had an idea it was going to happen. Nah, that's a fact, bro. Yo, listen, man. These niggas don't stay out of jail. All right. These niggas, like, bro, like, what was the point of doing all that telling? What was the point of saying that YSL was a gang, bro? I'm not gonna hold you. Like I said, this can help Young Thug's case because when you start working for the prosecution, you already opposition to the defense. So whether or not he would have got locked up or not, the defense probably would have tried to violate his character anyway, saying that, you know, these niggas just wanted to get out and all that other shit, which the lawyer already was writing. When he was writing his little statements and all that, you know what I'm saying? He was already saying that, like, yo, look at everybody that took the deal. These niggas just want to get out of jail. I mean, and this just goes to show you, like, you think his testimony is gonna be valid now? A nigga that can't stay out of jail, a nigga that just promised that nigga was gonna chill, and nigga still ain't chill. Nah, bro, your testimony is garbage. Rich Red says, my big homie told me if you gotta bring your gun, don't go. I'm not gonna hold you. I learned that later in life. I'm on that type time now. But when I was active, I brought my shit with me wherever I went. Not gonna hold you. I bought my shit wherever I went. It's just certain things that you got to do. Like, you got to make sure that your tags is not expired. You got to make sure that none of your lights is out, like your headlight, your turning signal. You got to make sure that, and I'm saying, like, you got to make sure that your car not tinted too much to where niggas can't see in, regardless of what state you in, right? You want to make it seem as normal as possible. You don't want to give niggas a reason to pull you over for any reason. You want to make sure you're not smoking. Make sure the car don't smell like no type of marijuana. So that if they do pull you over, they don't have no reason to search the vehicle, right? But these is all things that these niggas don't grow up learning. Me, I never worried about getting pulled over with the toast because my shit was always right? And I didn't drive fast. You know what I'm saying? Like, I wasn't a speed demon. Shit was just correct. I ain't run no lights. I ain't run no stop signs. And if niggas do pull me over for any reason, it's just a traffic violation. My license was always right. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's just certain things that got to be handled before you start rolling around like that. But these niggas be rolling around dirty. That's why it's easy to search the vehicle. These niggas know as soon as they pull you over, they're going to search the vehicle because of something that's going on with you. 9 times out of 10. Right? So you got to make sure. Me, I would tell niggas, be safe, but make sure that you're not being stupid. Be safe, but make sure you're not being careless, right? Because that's what gets you locked up. It's not riding around with the toast that gets you locked up. It's the other shit. It's the whole reason why they pulled you over in the first place. It's the whole reason why these niggas, know what I'm saying, was able to search the vehicle. Is that, know what I'm saying? I'm kind of a speed demon. I was with my first car. I had a Cadillac Eldorado Sport, right? It was a 93. It was a 2-door. That shit had like 300 something horses. And I was like 17 when I got that car. Salute to my pops. My pops bought me that car. Well, it was my pop's car, but then he got another car. He gave that car to me when I turned 17. But nigga, I was burning out. I was racing niggas, all types of shit. But after that car, I'm not gonna lie, I kind of slowed down. I mean, I kind of slowed down a little bit. But like I said, salute to everybody in the building, man. So let's move on, man. Forget this nigga. He's going back to jail. Whatever's gonna happen with him is gonna happen with him. But we gotta talk about 6ix9ine, man. We gotta talk about 6ix9ine. The nigga 6ix9ine is really starting to piss me off. And I'm going to let you know why as soon as I play this clip. So before I play this clip, please make sure y'all hit that like button and subscribe. If you're not subscribed and you're not hitting that like button, I'm going to take it that you're just not using your common sense. And I'm going to have to introduce you to the artist incarcerated once again and formerly known as Kels. Kels?
Is this camera on me?
Yes, it's on.
That's stupid. Use your common sense.
Yo, there's something I want to get off my chest that I got to address. I seen a lot of people saying, oh, 6ix9ine went from English to Spanish. This is one. I owe my label a Spanish album that they paid me $3 million for in 2020. That's one. I don't really care about that. So let's talk about two. You know how many Spanish niggas is born and raised in Brooklyn, Manhattan, the Bronx, Queens, Staten Island, the whole New York City. What y'all trying to say, Spanish niggas can't eat? So when you Spanish, you can only make reggaeton, you can only make Spanish music? It's our culture too, nigga. Fuck is you talking about? I'm just saying, like, think about it. Name one Spanish rapper other than me and Shorty that could enter the top 10 on Billboard. Name them. I can't even name Spanish rappers. Y'all don't let niggas eat. Y'all just mad because I could enter a whole different demographic in the Spanish market. I dominated the English, and I'm going to dominate the Spanish. Yo, that's something.
Pancho says Mexican make Harachi music. I don't even know what that means. Horchata, whatever that is, champ. Like I said, no disrespect to the Latinos, but I'm about to teach y'all niggas something today. Champ Town created these vultures, 6ix9ine and China Mac. Yeah, I mean, listen, the niggas that was too friendly made these niggas, right? 6ix9ine uses talking points that he does no research on. 6ix9ine hears things and he says, oh yeah, I can say this. And then he ends up saying it, champ. And it ends up being totally wrong, but it's a whole group of people that don't know the history of hip hop. They don't know where it comes from. So when they hear niggas like Fat Joe say Latinos help build hip hop, they're gonna end up running with that, right? So he said him and Shorty. Which Shorty? You talking about Ice Spice, or you talking about Cardi B, or you talking about Nicki Minaj? That's Caribbean, right? So it's like, bro, like, what do you mean you can't name Latino? What about Didi Osama? What about the Latino drill rappers from Queens? What about them niggas? Them niggas is doing, like, this nigga always trying to act like niggas is against him. But what he doesn't understand is that he snitched, right? What he doesn't understand is that the reason why you're kicked out of the culture is because you snitch. And in order for Latinos, Chinese people, Indian, what else, champ? You cannot just say because you're born Latino that you have stake in this hip hop game, because Latinos did not help build hip hop. Latinos did not build hip hop. Latinos did not help build hip hop. Latinos was around. Latinos rapped. Latinos did graffiti, but it's not like they invented the graffiti, right? And I'm gonna pull up a bunch of things right now that I'm gonna show y'all that, like, because I don't want nobody to feel like I'm trying to wild on Latino. I'm not. But what you're not gonna do is act like you're entitled to be in hip hop, because you're not. Just because you're Latino don't mean that you're entitled to be in hip hop, especially when you're not from the cloth, right? So especially when you're not from the cloth. At what point in time did you become hip hop? I'm just I'm just curious to know. At what point in time did you become hip hop? Because from as far as I could see, you were a little Mexican, right? As far as I could see, you was just a little Mexican. I don't see no pictures of you on the basketball court. This is football, not football. This is football with a U. Foot. This is football. You was a goalie. I wasn't a goalie. I was a shooting guard. Right? It's certain, like, bro, like, at what point in time, where's your black friends? It's very possible for Latino people to stay within their community, within our community. A lot of Latinos do that. A lot of Latinos stay within their community within our community. And you was one of them. Now, what they don't tell you is back when hip hop started, a lot of Latinos weren't allowed to be around us, and that's because of their parents. So the Latinos that were in hip hop were probably disobeying their relative, disobeying their parents and their grandparents by even doing this shit with the black people. There was videos last year or the year before of some black people getting chased out of Dykeman. Out of projects in Washington Heights, out of Dominican projects. And they were saying, don't come back around here no more. You're not welcome here and all this other shit. It looked very racist, right? But like I said, at what point in time did you become hip hop? At what point in time did you become hip hop? Niggas in hip hop, niggas in Brooklyn, and all that was not dressing like this in the early 2000s. So that just leads me to ask, when did you become hip hop? Let's get to some goddamn comments. Poncho says, no, it's not your culture. Master Splinter, it's not, champ. Poncho, black and like us kicked you out. That's a fact. They're guests. See, Loud, they get mad when you tell them they're guests to hip hop. But it's just the truth. You want to know why? Because the majority of them use it when they want to. They use it when it's beneficial to them, and then they drop it off. This is not your culture. A nigga like me, I cannot just leave the culture. I am the culture. You're not the culture. You're not. Yo, bro, this nigga is not the culture. GM, what's the word, Stino? In the Czech Republic, salute, champ. You already know the vibes. I'm here. I'm here. Taymula says, yelling on the tracks about Ish, he ain't never did. Well, if he did, when did he start doing it? I just want to know when he started doing it. Around the age that nigga is right there, around 14, 13, 14. He looked like about 14, maybe, yeah, about like 14. Nigga, I had got shot already. I got shot in July, right? My birthday in October. So before my 15th birthday, I was already walking around strapped up because I was afraid I was going to get shot again. So I was already rolling around strapped up. The year after that, my homeboy Darnell, salute to my nigga Darnell. My homeboy Darnell got shot 8 times on Linden and 197. And my homeboy PJ too, they got shot at the same time. PJ got shot, I believe PJ got shot a couple of times too, at least 3 or 4 times. But my son Darnell got shot like 7, 8 times, boy. And survived. Salute to my son Darnell. But I grew up in a wild environment, my nigga. I grew up in a wild environment where niggas had to get busy. Mark the Shark says the roots of hip hop can be traced back to Africa and its basic human nature to pay attention to rhythm, rhyming patterns. Nothing new under the sun has all been done before we were even here. Facts. But let me explain something to y'all. So if you ask 6ix9ine a couple of questions, I bet you he won't be able to answer them. Right? Now, which one of these 5 pillars of hip hop would 6ix9ine fall under? And even if you ask him, he wouldn't be able to tell you, right? Because he don't do graffiti, he don't break dance, he don't DJ, he does not do any type of MCing because he has writers. So he's not an MC. He doesn't write his stuff. Just in case y'all didn't know that. And he has no knowledge of self. He doesn't know who he is. 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 I don't know who he is. Each one teach one. Bro, the nigga don't understand. He has privilege, one, right? The privilege that we don't have. So black people cannot just infiltrate other people's cultures and just be accepted without people saying something about it. That's like a black person trying to be Chinese champ or Japanese and getting mad when them niggas is like, bro, but you wasn't raised up in this. You just watched anime since you was a kid. But that don't mean that you was raised in it. That don't mean that you was out. And I'm saying it's the same thing. But we don't get the opportunity to say anything without niggas feeling offended. That's called privilege. That's called privilege, y'all. What else I got? What's this? Boom. Wait, hold on. This first. Was hip hop created by Latinos? Due to migration in the 60s and 70s, the birth of hip hop involved Latinos from Caribbean islands. DJ Kool Herc was from Jamaica. You don't say Latinos from Caribbean islands and then say Kool Herc was from Jamaica because Kool Herc was Jamaican. Let's get that straight. And Kool Herc did not invent hip hop. All right. Puerto Rico loved hip hop from America. Okay. Of course they did. Among the first rappers in the island were TNT. Those are some people that was rappers, all right? What ethnicity created hip-hop? Hip-hop originated in the predominantly African-American, economically depressed South Bronx section of New York City in the late 1970s. So, a lot of people may look at the Bronx now and say, well, it's a lot of Latinos there now. Well, back in the 70s, you know, it wasn't. It wasn't. It wasn't the same. It's easy to look at an area now and be like, oh, well, it must have always been like this. It was not. It was not. Fallon Iverson said nobody in PR was rapping or breakdancing in the 70s. Nobody was. And nobody in Mexico was either. Right? But this is something for Latinos to be proud of, which I didn't know, right? So this says, hold on. There we go. Latino adventures you probably didn't know came from Latin America. The color TV, I didn't know that. Neonatal artificial bubble, I didn't know that neither. The contraceptive pill, didn't know that. The electric brake, I didn't know that. Photography, definitely didn't know that. The Mon Dragon rifle, didn't know that. Ballpoint pens, definitely didn't know that. The artificial heart, it's something for y'all to be proud about. But my question is, why do y'all always have to infiltrate? Why can't niggas live their culture? Why do niggas feel so entitled to live ours? Is my question, especially when niggas don't put in the footwork. Like I said, we had Crazy Legs. We had a bunch of super dope Latino artists, Cypress Hill, and all these niggas that was actually brought up in the game. You can't turn 20 years old or 18 years old and feel like you want to join the culture. You can't do that, bro. It's not where you from. That's like turning 18, 19, 20 and like I said, trying to become Japanese, champ. You know what I'm saying? Like now you're fighting Irish, like at the age of 20 when you was never that. It's just insane to me, bro. You know what I'm saying? Slow Full was poppy. He says they were always allowed the janitor jobs and cleaning jobs. So Like it says during the migration, yeah, a lot of them did come to New York. A lot of them did come to New York. Like I said, it's not an attack against Latinos. I'm just trying to tell y'all what I know, right? But when you go to these websites, man, this is the historical Harlem website, something like that. It's like dedicated to the preservation of hip hop, right? Nowhere on that website does it mention anybody Latino. Nowhere. It mentions African Bambaataa, Zulu Nation, Kool Herc, who else, champ? Who else, champ? Hold on. Let me get to it. Curtis Blow, Kool Herc. But it doesn't mention it just don't mention nobody of that side. So I'm just saying, I really wish niggas would stop like just wanting something for nothing. The fact that he thinks he got in the rap game and the chokehold makes me laugh. All that yelling on tracks. People love the character, right? So like I tell anybody, if you grow a platform, no matter where at, right? If you grow a platform, a strong platform, people will fuck with your music. It's just that simple. Look at I Show Speed. He can't rap for shit. Look at Casanat. Nigga can't rap for nothing. Niggas is not rappers. They have great platforms. They have big platforms. And that's what happens when you grow a platform and niggas is rocking with you. You're able to sell records, right? And what he did was he did the ultimate clout chase. He did the ultimate clout chase, bro. And it got him a lot of views that he does not eat off of. He was definitely in a 360 deal. So all those views and all that, he's already been paid for that. He doesn't get no residual bread from the views. When he puts stuff up, it goes to the label. It goes to the label. You know what I mean? It goes directly to the label. So, like I said, you don't see this nigga donating to none of the black hoods. You see this nigga in Cuba and in Mexico and in all these other places donating racks and racks to these niggas, but you don't never see that nigga go to none of the hoods in America. He went to Africa. That's not us. That's not us. That's not black Americans, the niggas that you violated, the niggas that you ate off of. If it wasn't, bro, look, if Latinos was so popping, right? Like he's saying, which I'm not saying they not. I'm just saying from his point of view. If y'all niggas built it and y'all niggas, this y'all culture too, why did you have to do it on the backs of black people? There was no other Spanish person in your crew. It was Shotty and the rest of them niggas is all black. What other Spanish niggas was you around? None. If this is y'all culture, why did you have to do it on the backs of us? Why couldn't you team up with some other Latinos, make your music, and do your thing? And even before you got with Shotty and them, you was with Trippie Redd. Why did you have to do it on the backs of us? And now niggas want to talk tough. It's crazy, bro. He almost was a Spanish 50 Cent. No, he wasn't. No, he wasn't. We're not doing that. No, he was not. In no way, shape, or form. As far as how he clouded up. No, he was not. You want to know why he wasn't? Because 50 actually had the story behind him. 50 actually had the story behind him. 50 actually had the street cred behind him. We can back that shit up. 6ix9ine didn't have the street cred. 6ix9ine wasn't the leader of his crew. 50 was the leader of his crew. He can't even compare the two. Mark the Shark says the great clout chase should be a show for real. People want fame so bad. On my soul. On my soul. And like I said, as time goes on, people get more desensitized to the clout that they already seen, right? So, you know, growing up, you're seeing these things as a kid. By the time you get of age, you're willing to do more than what 6ix9ine did, right? That's just with these kids, bro. That's just with these kids. They're gonna end up doing more to get on, right? People already seen a nigga with rainbow hair. Can't do that again, or else you're gonna be 6ix9ine. So now you got to do something else. Maybe cut half your hair off, have cornrows in the middle, and then have dreads on the side, right? Like, it's corny. Easy O says old school dude on Mav Hoffa already dispelled the story of Latinos making hip hop. I'm blanking on his name right now. But I agree as far as MC and authenticity. Yo, that's Harry Potter. Yo, bro, is it? Is it? Is it? Is it? At what point in time, bro, I've never wore a scarf like that. I never wore a scarf like that. As a matter of fact, when you in hip hop, you don't even tie your scarf. You don't tie your scarf. You leave that shit hanging on both sides. And niggas in hip hop don't keep their neck warm, champ. Respectfully. Niggas in hip hop let the scarf dangle on both sides. We not doing a fancy knot in the middle, champ. That's what we not doing. We not doing a fancy knot. And I never jacked him at all. Me neither. I never liked 6ix9ine. You know who else I never liked? I'm not gonna hold you. I never really liked Kanye. But the nigga got the bottom of Scuba Steve, champ. My son walked outside on his Scuba Steve swag. I'm not gonna hold you. That's my son Robin Hood, Men in Tights. I'm not gonna lie. That's the same bottoms that you wear when you gotta put on a jousting outfit, nigga. I'm not gonna hold you. When you gotta put on a jousting outfit, underneath you gotta wear the bottom of a wetsuit. I ain't gonna hold you. Ain't Kanye tweaking, bro. Stino, do you agree 50 was the original clout law before this word, before the word clout was created? Original? Like, so I don't know if it was solely for clout. I don't know if it was solely for clout. Back in those days, niggas used to battle, right? He just called a lot of niggas out. Like Kendrick did the same shit. So I don't believe it was clout really. But you could say that, I guess. You could say that. Come on, shorty. Come on, champ. What you mean? What you mean? Hell! What we saying? What we saying? This nigga got a Tommy Hilfiger long sleeve on with Spanx. Not gonna lie. My son Kanye is unhinged. My son Kanye is unhinged. If this is what the new Yeezy season looks like, I don't want any of that type of style, champ. I think I'm good. I don't think I'll be partaking in Yeezy season that's approaching. I think I'm all right. My son Kanye gonna have y'all with the tucked in long sleeve, champ. He gonna have y'all with the tucked in long sleeves with no pockets. Where you supposed to put your dollar bills and your coins at, champ? Where you supposed to put your phone, champ? Where you supposed to put your license? These is all questions that you have to ask Kanye West, champ. Because I do not know. I'm not gonna hold you. It was MC Search. Salute to MC Search. Salute to MC Search. I gotta watch that. I don't know what MC Search said. I gotta watch that. I ain't gonna hold you. But hopefully he did clear the air because since Fat Joe said that, it's been giving a lot of people a lot of privilege, and niggas had just been running off with that shit, bro. Just running off with it, like, yeah, like Latinos helped build hip hop. Like, no, the hell they did not, champ. Let's keep that funky. No, they did not. They did not. All right, they did not. And even if so, if you're not from the cloth, you're just not from the cloth. You cannot use it when you feel fit. You can't use it when you feel fit. Yo, Spanx is crazy. He ran out the crib and his girl Yogas. Bro, I don't know who Yogas those is, champ. I have no idea who Yogas those is, champ. All I know is that my son looked like he was sneaking around, champ. It looked like he wasn't trying to make no noise. Nigga, very aerodynamic from the waist down. Nigga got on soundproof shoes too. Y'all niggas just ain't peep it. He got on soundproof shoes. I don't know if y'all never seen it before, but those are soundproof toe grippies. You could go from concrete to wood floors to the ocean back to concrete, champ, without a sound. Soundproof and extra dry, champ. All right, those is footprint-less shoes. Those are the new shoes he's about to drop. When you walk on sand, you won't leave a footprint. You won't leave a footprint, champ. Niggas won't be able to tell that you was there if you walked in sand. Those are the sneakers that he's coming out with the new Yeezy collection, champ. All right. 50 clouded like no other MC after the art of how to rob. Yeah, because but it was for a different reason. Like, he didn't do it for a clout chasing reason. He just, well, from what he said, yo, niggas ain't never call out everybody. Like, niggas that had battles, but niggas don't really be saying niggas' names, and niggas don't be calling everybody out. He's like, bro, I wanted to put everybody on notice. Like, if that's clout chasing, I guess I wouldn't say that's clout chasing because it came from a different, like, I don't think that there wasn't clout chasing back then. Like, niggas wasn't clout chasing. You know what I mean? Like a cat burglar on my soul. My soul is out here with the soundproofless shoes, champ. Jesus walks by. Yeah, yo, listen, man, my son, yeah, he's bugged out. But I ain't gonna hold you. I'm about to get up out of here, champ. My goddamn voice is crazy. I ain't gonna hold you. My voice is insane right now. It's very, very hard to talk. But I did want to pop out live for y'all today just so we can have a little discussion, champ. Just so we can have a little discussion. But nigga, I gotta talk at a certain octave or my shit get very, very crazy. I ain't gonna hold you. F-Tank salute, you know the vibes. So yeah, yo, listen, I don't know if I'm still in the shadow band. It'd be like a couple of days, it should be cool. Niggas get their notifications, and then the next day niggas don't get their notifications. I don't understand. But if you did not get a notification, please hit the notification bell, turn it off, and turn it back on. And you should be good. because I don't think I'm in it. I probably am, champ. I'm not gonna hold you. I probably am still in the shadow bit. I don't know why they wilding me though. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I do content every day. A nigga don't be really tweaking on air. I don't be cursing too much. I don't be dropping the F-bomb. You know what I'm saying? Like, Brick City, salute. You know the vibes we had, champ. Salute, champ. About to hit the cash app. Go ahead and hit that cash app, champ. Go ahead and hit that cash app, champ. Salute to you. It's definitely appreciated, man. Y'all niggas already know. This is the reason, like y'all niggas, the reason why, nigga, like I said, I wasn't even gonna pop up today. I was like, damn, my voice is crazy. Nigga, Showface hit me like, yo, bro, you going live? I'm like, damn, bro, I might. My fucking voice is crazy. Like, damn, bro, like, I'm like, damn, I felt bad. You know what I'm saying? I felt bad. So a nigga just went live, fuck it, with the cat scratch voice and all that. With the cat scratch voice and all that. I know I sound horrible, but it's all good. Slow Flow says I got the notification. I ain't copy. That's what's up. So y'all, yo, this weekend, I want to do Everything's the shadow ban shall be lifted Friday. What? What? Yeah. What? Yo, F-Tank, what do you know that I don't know, champ? Explain. What do you know that I don't know, champ? Respectfully. Karma, salute. I see the Cash App, salute. You already know the vibes. Without y'all, like I said, I wouldn't even be on. Salute to you. My people say you look like Jadakiss. I don't. Yo, listen, if y'all niggas want to roast, right? Tell your people I roast fire out them. First and foremost, tell your people I will roast fire out them. Like, matter of fact, like I said, this weekend, nigga said sounding like Jadakiss. Yo, F y'all, right? F y'all. I'm not gonna hold y'all. F y'all. I was screaming, champ. I was screaming and I lost my voice. F y'all, champ. I thought y'all would not me give me words of encouragement. Like, yo, your new voice is like ill, champ. You know what I'm saying? But this weekend, I want to do the roasting league, man. I want to do the roasting battles where y'all can roast. We can all roast each other and all that. I'm probably not going to be roasted, but if y'all niggas keep going, I'm going to have to show y'all who's king. You know what I'm saying? I'm going to have to show y'all who's king around here. You know what I'm saying? But listen, email me, talkingtough@gmail.com. Email me. Let me know if you want to be a part of this roasting session. I want to do it Saturday, either Saturday or Sunday. You probably do it Sunday because there's less things to do on Sunday, right? So you probably do it Sunday, probably like 7 o'clock Sunday evening, Eastern. Email me if you want to be a part of it, right? I think I got 4 or 5 people already. I need a couple of more people. I want to make it, now I'm saying, a fun packed evening. It's going to be gifts and prizes and all that. If you're funny, you want to roast, hit me up, talkingtough@gmail.com. I'll put you in the mix, and we're going to make it happen. We're going to make it happen. Let's just say I was getting on some people's chest, champ. Bro, you're going to have to hit me up behind the scenes, bro. I need to know what you're talking about. Seriously. Yo, bro, look. Yo, look. Hit me up behind the scenes, F-Tank. Right? Hit me up behind the scenes. A nigga like me, I don't like ghost man shit. You know what I'm saying? I'm a very PTSD anxiety person, right? So just hit me up behind the scenes and fill me in on what's going on, bro, because that shit makes me uneasy. My scarf tied like a Muslim Badu on my profile pic. I'm Gucci still. Now you good, champ. You good. So yeah, man. Like I said, hit me up, man. Talkingtough@gmail.com if you're trying to be in the roasting session. And I'll put it together, man, for this weekend. Either Saturday or Sunday. We're probably gonna do a Sunday. It's gonna be on a closed server. It's not gonna be on YouTube. It's gonna be on a closed server. And if anybody wants to view it after that, they're gonna have to join the Patreon, right? It's gonna be Patreon only content. So we're gonna do it on a closed server. We may go live on Patreon, but it's gonna be from a closed server. All right. Okay, I email you. Copy. PTSD is no joke, bro. I tell niggas all the time, don't just knock on my door, champ, because I'm coming to that shit with my toes every time. It happened the other day. My neighbor came over here to try to borrow my lawnmower, but I got a lawnmower that got 2 batteries, right? And one of the batteries went out, it like broke. Well, when I got to replace the batteries, like a double cutter. It got a cutter on one side and a cutter on the other side. It got 2 batteries. One of the batteries messed up, but he came and knocked on my door. Like, and when I came to the door, he seen what I had. He was like, "Oh shit." I'm like, "Nah, it's not." I mean, like, that's, bro, just call my phone. Call my phone. Do not just knock on my door, please, bro. Once this dog start barking, I go in the mode, bro. Like, you know what I'm saying? Once this dog start getting alert, nigga, it's over. Respectfully. Daryl Ford, you already know the vibes. Yeah, hit me up, man. All right, I'm about to be up out of here. Make sure y'all go to wearetough.com. Vanessa Torrey, your shirt. I believe she ordered a shirt. Your shirt is being made and it'll be sent out this weekend. So you already know the vibes, man. Salute to Vanessa Torrey for copping. Like I said, bro, I see everything, right? I run the site. So I'm saying all the people that hit me up, yeah, brother, yes, I can see who been on the site. I can see who put stuff in their cart, and I can see who left, champ. Respectfully, respect the Republic. Salute to y'all. I love y'all, man. Peace out. And check out that video I dropped earlier with me and Cappuccino, man, talking about Troy Ave. Let's get it.